Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Sabikun Nahar, Assistant Professor Biochemistry, Bosundhara Adi Medical College. Today I am going to discuss about the basics of genetics, that is structure of nucleic acid and nucleotide, and also discuss with the nucleotide metabolism. A nucleotide, how it composed? So, when a heterocyclic nitrogenous base combined with the 5 carbon pentose sugar, it forms nucleoside, and when a phosphate, that is a phosphoric acid, added with this nucleoside, ultimately the nucleotide formed, and multiple nucleotide formed nucleic acid. So, nitrogenous base, what is a nitrogenous base? It is a 5 carbon ring. It's a 5 carbon ring and known as pyrimidine ring, and when it is a 9 carbon ring, it is known as purine ring. So, nitrogenous bases are usually two types, purine and pyrimidines. So, major pyrimidines are cytosine, uracil, thymine, and major purines are adenine and guanine. And other naturally occurring purine derivatives, that is, these purine are derived from the adenine and guanine base. So, these purines are hypoxanthine, xanthine, and uric acid. These are that is the end product of adenine guanine is the uric acid. So, it is also a purine derivatives. History, if we see the history, that is where did the nitrogenous base, the name of this nitrogenous base came from. Adenine, this name came from the Greek adenos gland. Adenos means gland, first isolated from pancreatic gland, which is named in 1885, and cytosine derived from the cyto, from the Greek word for receptacle referring to cell. That means cytosine name usually referring to cells, and this is named in 1894. Guanine named in 1850, originally isolated from guano or bird excrement. That means guanine named after the bird excrement. And uracil usually named in 1890 and originated uncertain, possibly from urea. And thymine named in 1894, first isolated from the thymus gland, and xanthine named in 1857 from the Greek word yellow. As xanthine purine color is yellow, so it is named after the color yellow color. So, in a nucleotide, the sugar present are usually pentoses. Pentose is in 5-membered ring from furanose, and ribofuranose atoms are numbered as 1 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime, and so on, to distinguish them from the ring atoms of nitrogenous base, which are numbered without prime. That means a nucleotide, as we know, as we have already know that a nucleotide has pentose sugar, a nitrogenous base, and a phosphoric acid. As nitrogenous base ring structure, the atoms of nitrogenous base are numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is why the atoms of pentose sugar numbered as 1 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime, to distinguish them, to distinguish the atom of pentose sugar from the nitrogenous base. Okay? Nucleoside, compounds formed when base is linked to a sugar, that is, in a nucleoside a nitrogenous base and a sugar is present, and ribonucleoside contains pentose derivose. Ribonucleoside contains pentose derivose, and deoxyribonucleoside contains 2-deoxyderivose. That means when a derivose sugar loses its oxygen atom from number 2 carbon, it is known as 2-deoxyderivose. So, in DNA, actually in DNA, the deoxyribonucleotides are present. That means deoxyribonucleosides are present. So, in DNA, actually the sugar is the deoxyribose sugar. So, base is linked to a sugar via N-glycosidic bond. Base is linked to a sugar via N-glycosidic bond. As sugar bind with the pentose sugar binds with the nitrogenous base, so the bond between the pentose sugar and the nitrogenous base are known as N-glycosidic bond. Pyrimidine linked as 1 prime to 1 bond with sugar, whereas the purine bond is 1 prime to 9. Named by adding the ending IDINE, named by adding in the ending IDINE and the root name of pyrimidine, or OSINE by the root name of purine. That means when a bond occurs between nitrogenous base and pentose sugar, when purine base added to the sugar, it named as OSINE, and when a pyrimidine base added to the sugar, it named as IDINE. Here I am seeing you the bondings, that is when a cytosine base added to a pentose sugar, it named as cytosine. When a uracil base added to a pentose sugar, it known as uridine. When a adenine base added to the pentose sugar, it is known as adenosine. And when a guanine base added to the pentose sugar, it known as guanosine. And when a hypoxanthine base added to the pentose sugar, it known as inosine, as I have said before. So, nucleotide. When a phosphoric acid added to a nucleoside, it is known as nucleotide. So, results when phosphoric acid is esterified to a sugar hydroxyl group of nucleoside. That means, when a sugar added to a phosphoric acid, ester bond is formed, and ultimately it named as nucleotide. So, nucleoside ribose ring has 3 hydroxyl group available for esterification. That is carbon 2 prime, carbon 3 prime and carbon 5 prime. A nucleoside has only 3 hydroxyl group available for carboxylation. These are carbon 2 prime, carbon 3 prime and carbon 5 prime. In case of DNA, where the ribose sugar is the deoxyribose, here carbon 2 prime oxygen is already eliminated. Okay. So, base chemistry, if we see the basic chemistry, that is when adenine added to a ribose sugar, it is known as adenosine, and the nucleotide of adenosine is known as adenine 5 prime monophosphate, or adenine 5 prime diphosphate, or adenine 5 prime triphosphate. In short, it is known as DATP, DAMP or ADP. As usual, in case of guanine, it is known as DGTP, GDP and DGMP in case of deoxyribose, or in case of ribose sugar or RNA, it is known as guanosine monophosphate, guanosine diphosphate or guanosine triphosphate. And in case of cytosine is also in case of cytosine, it is known as cytidine 5 prime monophosphate, diphosphate or triphosphate. If it is a DNA, then it is known as CTP, CDP or CMP. As usual, in case of uracil, it will occur as same, and in case of thymine, it will also occur the same. Here I am seeing you the bond formed between a nucleotides. That means, when a phosphoric acid, between a phosphoric acid and ribose sugar, the bond is known as ester bond, and between a nitrogenous base and the ribose sugar, the bond is known as glycosidic bond. That means, in a nucleotide, there is 2 types of bond present. Number 1 is ester bond and another one is glycosidic bond. I am repeating again, the glycosidic bond present between ribose sugar and nitrogenous base, and the ester bond present between the phosphoric acid and the ribose sugar. And if the multiple phosphoric acid, that is in case of suppose adenosine diphosphate, here 2 phosphoric acid are present, adenosine triphosphate, here 3 phosphate group or 3 phosphoric acid are present. So, between this phosphoric acid, this bond is known as high energy bond. So, functions of nucleotides. Functions of nucleotides are, these are the monomer of nucleic acid and conveys genetic information. These are the monomer of nucleic acid and conveys genetic information. Nucleic acids are usually DNA and RNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic acid. Components of coenzyme. Nucleotides are also components of coenzyme. For example, FAD, NAD, NADP, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, and act as energy currency in energy metabolism. For example, ATP, ADP, and act as allosteric effector to regulate the enzyme activity. That means these nucleotides can add it to a allosteric site of an enzyme and can regulate the enzyme activity. Maybe they increase the enzyme activity, maybe they inhibit the enzyme activity. For example, ATP, ADP, AMP, etc. act as enzyme inhibitor. They can also inhibit the enzyme activity, used as cancer chemotherapy. In case of cancer treatment, we can use this nucleotide. For example, 5-fluorouracil. Perform regulatory function as physiological mediator. For example, act as intracellular second messenger, that is cyclic GMP, cyclic AMP, helps in signal transduction. For example, G protein. These this actually helps in hormone activity or hormone action, the mechanism of action of hormone. Causes platelet aggregation. For example, ADP. Act as carrier of activated intermediates in synthetic process, that is UDP glucose for glycogen and glycoprotein synthesis and CDP choline for phospholipid synthesis. Sources of purine and pyrimidine bases. From where we get this purine and pyrimidine bases? Number one is de novo synthesis. De novo synthesis means they can be newly synthesized in our body. This is known as de novo synthesis. Another one is salvage pathway. Salvage pathway means reuse the previous purine pyrimidine bases. That means these purine pyrimidine bases can be reused after breakdown from the নিউক্লিওটাইডস দিস ইজ নোন অ্যাজ স্যালভেশন পাথওয়ে মানে রক্ষা করা মানে হচ্ছে যে আগে যে বডিতে যে পিউরিন পাইরিমিডিন বেস ছিল সেটা ইউজ হওয়ার পরে মেটাবোলাইজ হওয়ার পরে ভেঙে যাওয়ার পরে আবার নতুন করে সেটা বডিতেই ইউজ হতে পারে দিস ইজ নোন অ্যাজ স্যালভেজ pathway. Another one is diet. We can also get this pyrimidine base from our diet or food. So, from where we can purine nucleotide biosynthesis, this is not so important for undergraduate level. You have to know the precursor of purine bases, that is the main precursor is the phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate. So, precursor of purine base is the phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate and is always synthesized as a nucleotide, not as base. It always synthesized as a nucleotide and the precursor, if the precursor is phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate, ultimately the end product will be the inosine monophosphate. Ultimately the inosine monophosphate synthesized. From inosine monophosphate, from this inosine monophosphate, ultimately the adenosine monophosphate and guanosine monophosphate synthesized by two pathways. From this inosine monophosphate, as per our need, as per our body need, adenosine monophosphate or guanosine monophosphate synthesized in our body. So, sources of nitrogenous. So, sources of nitrogen carbon atoms of a purine. As we know, in a purine there are 9 atoms present. There are 9 atoms present in a purine ring. Among them, 3 are nitrogen and 6 are carbon atoms. 4 are nitrogen and 6 are carbon atoms. So, number 1 nitrogen comes from aspartate amino acid. Number 3 and 9 nitrogen came from the amide nitrogen of glutamine, and number 2 carbon comes from N10 formyl tetrahydrofolate. Number 6 carbon comes from respiratory carbon dioxide, and number 4, 5 carbon and number 7 nitrogen comes from the glycine, and number 8 carbon comes from N5N10 methynyl tetrahydrofolate. And this picture is very much important for your written examination. This picture is very much important for your written examination, that is sources of nitrogens and carbon atoms of a purine ring. So, how the pyrimidine nucleotide synthesis? As I have said before, we don't it is not necessary to know the full mechanism. We have to only know the precursor. We only have to know the precursor. So, the precursor of pyrimidine nucleotides are the carbon dioxide, glutamine and ATP. Carbon dioxide, glutamine and ATP, and ultimately CTP, that is cytidine triphosphate and thymidine triphosphate synthesized according to our body need. Sources of nitrogen carbon atoms of pyrimidine rings are: number 5 carbon comes from the amide nitrogen group of glutamine, and another carbon comes from the carbon dioxide, and the rest of the carbons and nitrogen comes from the aspartic acid. So, purine catabolism. Ultimately the purine, after catabolism of purine nucleotide, the ultimate end product is the uric acid, which excreted through urine. After the breakdown of purine nucleotide, the ultimate end product is the uric acid, which excreted through urine. So, আজকে আমি এতটুকুই পড়াবো। নেক্সট ক্লাস হচ্ছে যে আমি বাকিটুকু যা দরকার সেগুলো আমি পড়াই দিব। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। খোদা হাফেজ।